So done with these. I'm done with these bars.
Today I'm joined by pro cycling nutritionist and performance expert Will Girling. And today we're going to try almost every single energy bar and recovery bar.
Yeah, I'm so glad we didn't just have lunch.
We're going to rank them out of 10 based on how easy they are to open on a bike ride, the taste, and the science. Bar number 1 is the Powerbar Energize Advanced, plus magnesium.
It's got to be good because it's advanced.
2-to-1 carb mix formula, hazelnut chocolate flavour.
It's not.
Yes! Plus points for the stem smash working. Some of these are not going to open as easily.
No.
I'm happy with that. It doesn't smell nice. It smells like it's going to taste of dust.
Dust?
And it tastes like it tastes of dust.
It's so dry.
It is dry. It doesn't look as if it would be dry, but it is.
I know for a fact about these in winter that they're super hard.
Oh, hang on. 10 out of 10 for opening the packet.
Okay, yeah. Because you can stem smash it.
Yeah. Taste. Imagine eating that on a bike ride. I'm going to be fair. 5 is not a bad score. It's just neutral.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
I'd give it a 6 because I don't think it's...
Meet in the middle. 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. It's not bad tasting. The flavour of it is actually all right. It's very palatable. It's not too chocolatey. It's not too much of anything, but it is dry. We're already onto the science, and science-wise, it's actually probably one of the better bars here. You know, there's a lot of bars on the market, and when we're considering and talking about bars, there is obviously a spectrum of going, are we going for a jolly? Are we going for a ride with our mates on the weekend? Are we just doing a long one? Or are we actually racing for performance and, well, racing? I mean, this product is designed for racing. It says it's a 2-to-1 formula, which is great. 40 grams of carbs, I think, for the bar. Yeah, it's 40 grams of carbohydrates in the bar. It is a 2-to-1 ratio, so you know it's scientifically going to work with that. It's low in fat, it's low in fiber. And these are some of the main things we're going to keep coming up in today's video, looking at the amount of fat and the amount of fiber, because they slow down digestion. And if you are prone to GI distress, that's going to be a big, big factor in it.
This costs £2.29. I've tried to calculate the prices as well as I could for single items. A lot of them come in boxes and you pay less for that. So just bear that in mind, £2.29.
Science-wise, we're rating it a 7, actually.
7. Next up, we have the Science and Sport Go Energy Bake. On the Go Energy in a soft-filled bake. Trusted quality since 1992.
Apparently so. Oh, you're going to smash it?
That's what they say about me.
Oh, no smash test.
Oh, yeah, no, we did. I think the smash test is going to break this.
All right, yeah, it will.
So,
no, it didn't work.
Nah, it's too soft.
Oh, okay. That could have easily fallen out, I'll be honest.
That's going to go on the road.
Yeah, that could have gone on the road because you've opened the whole way.
Then you'd...
Wait, what would you do? Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So this, I reckon, this is like a Nutrigrain.
Yeah.
Kellogg's Nutrigrain.
It
Even smells, it is just a Nutrigrain.
It's a Nutrigrain because it's even got like the soft centre. It
Does
tastes like a Nutrigrain.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing. Kellogg's Nutrigrain is good.
Yeah. Rating for openage?
Not that good, not that bad. 5. I'll give this a 7 for taste. I don't really like this texture during a bike ride.
It's quite moisture absorbing.
That's the problem.
So like,
I'm trying to put my finger on it.
I can already feel like it's taken a lot of the moisture out of my mouth.
You'd have to have a big swig of water after this.
100%.
Which is, again, more stuff that you don't necessarily want to do if you're racing.
I go 7. 7 on taste. Science-wise, once again, it's very similar to the Powerbar. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. It's 30 grams of carbohydrates in the bar. It's 10 grams of fructose, so we can assume that the other 20 grams is formed from a glucose derivative. The fat is 5 grams, and I would say the maximum amount I'd want to see in a bar is 5 grams. I would prefer to see it below 3. And the fiber is a little bit higher in this. It's about 3.5. So realistically, science-wise, I'm going to rate this about, I give it a 5.
This also costs, £2. Oh, you're eating £2. Gone.
That seems nuts to me. Like, it's so expensive.
That's about the average price of all of these. It's
like,
okay, Will. It's okay.
The amount of people
it's okay. You didn't pay for it.
I know, but like, people don't have like that much money to like. You think about it.
I agree.
Like, you go out on a 4-hour ride with your mates on a weekend, like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
You smash it up hills. Let's say you go for the amount of food that you should be having, which is at least.
Nobody does.
Well, yeah, I know, because
does
apparently eating's cheating. But like, if you had 60 grams an hour even, and you had one of these items every hour, you're having something for that other like 30 grams.
Probably something in your bottle as well.
Yeah, so you're having like £16 just on your bike ride. Like, if you did that multiple days a week, I think it adds up. That's crazy money to me.
That's a burrito. Next up, we have the Torq Explore Flapjack Organic Carrot Cake.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Torq love putting vegan on the front of their things, even though I think most of these are.
Yeah. I just enjoying.
I'm trying to.
No.
So it's going to annoy a lot of bike racers, the inability to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you want your bar to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You want.
Oh, you said that there is a particular one that can is.
John, do you do the teeth opening?
Oh, right, yeah.
Your one hand, you got it. It's a right race. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad, and you can kind of squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the. I don't want it.
Take off.
I immediately don't want it. I'll take a small bit. This is not for me.
Tastes like a granola bar. It's very chewy.
It tastes like a Christmas cake. It's too sweet, and it's too. It tastes like
it's sticky.
Incense.
It's sticky, guys.
Yeah, really sticky. So you're going to be sticky for the whole rest of your ride.
Bake was
Doesn't smash. Does open easy.
doesn't open easy in the mouth. Yeah.
7.
7.
Taste is low from me. I'm giving it a 3, but we can meet in the middle.
I give it a 6. Science-wise, not the best here. It is 8 grams of fat, which is really high fat.
It's oily.
Yeah, it's super oily.
Yeah.
It's 3 grams of fiber in it. It's 43 grams of carbs in it. It's not set to be a 2-to-1 ratio or anything. It's from a mixture of sources. It's way too high in fat for me. It's going to be a 4, I think. I feel like I was maybe a bit harsh on the bake.
Next up, we have the Luchos Guava and Raspberry, I believe, cube of deliciousness. This is
guava pulp.
I have eaten many of these that I've stolen off people on rides. I've never bought them myself until this moment. There's only one here because I kept all the others for me at my own house.
Yeah, don't blame me.
Which
we've both had these before.
Is that incriminating?
No.
It doesn't smell good. Okay, so that's in your pocket. It is unique in the fact that it is wrapped in a leaf, which is biodegradable. Palm leaf.
I think it's great.
The smash test would not work, but I don't care because the fact that it is in this leaf.
Yeah, the fact it's biodegradable, you can just throw it in.
Well, it just doesn't matter if you drop the packet.
Exactly,
it doesn't matter. It's a leaf. Therefore, 10 out of 10 for openability.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Taste, I already know. It's god tier.
It's so good.
It's melt in the mouth.
It's not too overly sweet either.
It's a thing I shouldn't have in my house because I would just eat it every time I walk past it.
Yeah.
I'll just eat one. Oh, just one of those. And it's lots of calories.
They are good.
It's 10 out of 10 for taste. It's 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yep. It's almost halfway between a bar and a gel. Because you put it in your mouth and it dissolves.
It's a bit like a chew. It is really tasty.
10.
I'm going to give it a 9 because, so just give it your 9.5 or whatever.
For £1.50, is it good science?
Yeah, it is. It's 35 grams of carbohydrates, which is nice. I actually spoke to Chris, who runs the company, and he did, in turn, look into the ratios of carbohydrate in this, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It will fit perfectly with achieving your high amounts of carbohydrate per hour if that's what you're striving towards. Just need to make sure you drink a little bit of fluid with it to help transport it. And that's the same case for all the bars anyway. But at a 1-to-1 ratio and 35 grams of carbs at £1.50, you're on to winner. Oh, score. I'll give it an 8. It's obviously low in fat because it's just fruit pulp and low in fiber.
Next up, we have the Kendal Mint Cake Energy Bar with essential electrolytes and vitamins. So they are branding this as an energy bar. I honestly don't know what to expect.
You've never had it. I don't think it's designed to have on a bike, really.
That is minty.
Yeah. I mean...
easy to open. Well, it's probably the same as... It's a 7.
It's a bit like a sugary mint, really.
Perfect description. It's a sugary mint. Could you do that for more than once in a ride? No. Could you do more than a mouthful? No. If you're a sheep really like mints.
Oh, it's really
good. They like polos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
But like that's just from one chunk. Like you're gonna eat a whole thing. You're gonna be like,
nah. Oh, it's a 5. It's a 5. It's a 5.
Is this on taste?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 5. It's not bad, but like I think it's good for a piece. But more than a piece, it's gonna be quite overwhelming. It's literally just sugar, guys. So once again, 1-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates. 35 grams of carbohydrate. There's 0 fat, 0 fiber. So in terms of absorption and the usage and transportation of that carbohydrate, it's actually pretty decent. Interestingly, there is research about menthol and menthol's perception of cooling when you have it.
So on a hot day.
On a hot day, it can make you feel like you're a bit cooler than what you are, which in terms of RPE or rate of perceived exertion might lower it. Smashing a whole bar of that, I think, is going to be pretty hard. Science-wise, I'll give it a 6.
£1.65, so it's on the lower end of the price spectrum.
Nice.
They're all expensive though. Next up, we have the Styrkr Rice Bar.
That looks massive.
This was the only bar that has been provided to us for free from an old sponsor deal. Date, almond, and sea salt flavour.
Doesn't sound. Oi.
I've used these, so I knew it would work.
That's pretty good though.
10 out of 10. Stem Smash works.
Yep.
So it's like almost like a Rice Krispie looking
cereal bar.
Bar. Very sticky with chocolate chips inside.
It does taste good. It's very.
This is the strongest flavour, having used them before, as in the best. The best flavour they do, I think.
Bar is sticky.
That's good.
Just be aware of that. But you can stem smash it, so you shouldn't have to really take it out. As I wipe it on your seat there.
That's Jimmy's seat.
Oh, okay, fine.
8 out of 10 for taste.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Bar 50. It says it on the front. It's 50 grams of carbs.
Yeah, unlike Morton.
That's got to be plus point. Yeah, unlike Morton, which is confusing, and they just put numbers on the front that don't relate to anything. It's the calories or something, which you don't need to know. 50 grams of carbs, easy to work out, easy to multiply in your head.
Yep.
This bar, as far as I can tell, is £2.75 to buy a single.
In terms of science, I think it's already immediately going to mark lower for me because it's got 10 grams of fat in it. I think when we look at your total daily needs and requirements for fat and carbohydrate...
It tastes nice.
Yeah, probably. But like, you go out for a ride and obviously you have one of those in an hour again. It's 40 grams of fat on a 4-hour ride. It's just like, that's such a huge amount of fat to have in a ride. That's going to slow down digestion. That is going to make it not as fast to absorb, increase in risk of GI distress. But also when we factor in your whole day, like 40 grams of fat's a lot. And if you are working on body composition, if you are working on certain factors, that 40 grams of fat over this ride or 10 grams of fat per bar is not contributing towards anything on performance. If anything, it's only a detriment to potential performance. So, I'm going to give that a 5 as well. I think it's a bar that you take out on a really long ride where you're doing 4 hours plus. It is quite big, so it's not going to be the best thing maybe in your pocket in terms of size to grams. I think 5 is fair for that.
Next, we have the High5 Energy Bar before, during, berry.
I feel like you might be able to smash this one.
I think it's towards the edge. Oh, it's got air in the middle. The smash did not come out the top. It's opened the bottom.
Is that...
Not intentional design.
No.
No, let's give it 9 because it didn't come out of the way it's supposed
not
to.
intended.
Big wrapper.
Small bar.
Small bar.
I'm never a fan of deception.
Oh. We've eaten a lot of it, and my taste buds are starting to get confused.
You know what? It's exactly like a naked bar. It's just like a fruit date oat bar. It's just another one. There's so many that are the fucking same.
It's my funny bone.
Oh.
I like it, but I don't like it that much. Therefore, I will give it a 6.
I think for me, it tastes too much like cereal bars and things. It's just, I don't know.
But for £2 a bar.
A very expensive cereal bar.
Yeah.
In terms of science for this Garbies...
Garbies?
Garbies. In terms of the science for this bar.
Garbies?
Yeah, Garbies. It is, I don't know why I looked, I already knew. It's 40 grams of carbohydrate for the bar. It's not too bad. It doesn't tell you if it's whatever ratio of carbohydrate it is. Randomly and oddly, it does provide one of your 5 a day.
For non-UK viewers, that is a thing the NHS recommend, that we eat 5 fruits or vegetables a day.
To hit your RDAs of like vitamins and minerals.
So that counts as 1.
That counts as 1, which is...
Or you could eat 5 on a ride.
Yeah, and there'd be a high 5. It's a 5 as well, like... I'm being really harsh on these bars, I think, science-wise. It's like, what would I give the SIS Go? Wow, I've been mean.
I have a feeling things are about to get worse, Will.
Yes, yeah.
Next up, we have the Chia Charge Energy and Endurance Salted Caramel Flavor Chia Seed Flapjack. Great tasting energy from real food omega-3. They just write omega-3 at the end.
Oh, right, okay. Omega-3.
You just smash this?
All right, I'll try.
I usually hold at the top and then just smash.
Okay. Oh!
Yes! Took 2 smashes.
2 smashes.
So minus 1.9 out of 10.
9, yeah.
This costs £2. So it's in the middle. In the middle of the whole bunch. Oh, there's all seeds on it.
Yeah. I think they're chia seeds, mate. I'm not sure why. What gave me that idea? Oh, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's the best one I've eaten so far.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We'll find out.
I want more.
I'm not going to be around the bush, guys. It's essentially a flapjack.
Like a naughty flapjack.
Yeah, which is why I know that when we get to the science bit.
10 out of 10. 10!
10. It's doing well.
There is seeds everywhere now, though.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Just put them on the floor.
Don't worry about it. In terms of science, guys, this bar is not the best one by any means. It is essentially a flapjack in all intents and purposes because it has 20 grams of fat in this bar. I think 11 grams of that is saturated fat. So when we think about the RDA of saturated fat a day is around 30 grams. If you were hitting one of these bars an hour again, you've had your saturated fat very, very quickly for the day. It's only got 44 grams of carbohydrate. So I can tell you that in this bar, you get more calories from fat than you do from carbohydrate. For a energy bar is kind of terrible. So we're going to rate it the worst on the old science there as a 2.
Okay.
It's quite Moorish though.
You don't want any... Should I throw it?
Yeah, throw it.
Otherwise your saturated fat is going to be way too high.
Oh man, I'm getting so full.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, we went for lunch before filming this video. Next up, we have the Veloforte Classico Citrus Fruits, Almonds and Honey. Hand-baked, 100% natural. Yes!
Oh.
10. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 10. Yeah. As you would expect, when the bar costs £2.49, currently online. Cheaper if you bar box, I guess. It's another Christmas cake smell.
I haven't had one of these in ages.
You think it would be chewy, and then it does melt in your mouth quite well. I'd give that 8.
I'll give that an 8. This product has 7 grams of fat in it again, and the fiber content is 3 grams.
That doesn't seem like much fat compared to the chia. The chia is outrageous.
It's the second highest fat content that we've had so far, I believe. A lot of these products are still aiming to support exercise performance, and not that it's going to be a detriment to exercise performance. I think so many people take some of these products hoping that it's going to stop GI distress and things like this. And if you have more...
Because it's natural.
Yeah, because it's natural.
Right, yeah.
That whole kind of idea of just saying there's no preservatives and artificial flavors and things like this, but like... One of the biggest factors in GI distress is your stomach getting backed up and not being able to break down and empty out the stomach quick enough and transport it through. So items like this that are high in fat, high in fiber are just going to slow that all down. And if you take this and then take a gel, it's going to slow down the gel as well. It kind of defeats the purpose. I think if you're doing like an easy ride and you want something up to break up the monotony and maybe have half the bar and then save for half for later, I think it's all right. It doesn't talk about the ratio of carbohydrates for this one. It talks about dual source carbohydrates, but that's obvious because it's got sugar in it. So we know it's going to have more than one carbohydrate, but it doesn't tell you the exact ratio. It's kind of coming in with the others where it's like, it's not bad, but it's not great. So it's like a 5.
Next up, we have the Cliff Bar Energy Bar Feed Your Adventure Crunchy Peanut Butter. Plant-based, 11 grams protein. Ooh, proteiny.
I've never had a Cliff Bar, which I think sounds quite absurd to some people. It just sounds dry. Do you not think so? Like, I just crunchy peanut butter bar, I just have this feeling it's just going to be really dry. Yeah, solid.
Clearly not aimed at cyclists.
Yeah,
there's a little picture of a person climbing a mountain.
I was about to say, it's going to be pretty hard to open it whilst you're climbing.
Okay, wait, I'll check it. Cycling.
Oh, yeah, cycling. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not too bad.
That's all right. 7.
Block and a half, isn't it? Slab.
It ain't pretty.
Oh, it looks dense.
If you like peanuts, then you will love this.
Oh, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
You don't like
Don't like it. Oh, it's so dry. It literally tastes like you're having a spoonful of peanut butter, but
it's not. It's almost savoury.
Yeah,
isn't it?
But it's not. I'll try and actually.
There's definitely other flavours I would choose over this one.
It neither has the nice kind of gooiness of peanut butter, but it tastes like it, and it just tastes really dry. Yeah, 4.
These are £2.09.
Flabbergasted about the prices for these, and you'll see why in a moment. But if we're talking science-wise, once again, this is the same as like the Veloforte one. It's 7.8 grams of fat. It's like 5 grams of fiber, and it's got 10 grams of protein in it. All of those things are slowing down digestion, and it's going to make it very slow to exit the stomach. In terms of carbohydrate amount, it's 35 grams of carbohydrate. When you combine all that together with the fat amount and the protein amount, you're getting only 30 calories less than the amount of carbohydrate in this. So the amount of energy you're getting from it, it just isn't matching up with all the factors of all the other calories you're going to get. So it's really high calorie, and then it's not all energy that you can use. So I'm going to give it a 4.
We now have a bonus bar. The Rice Krispies Squares Gooey Marshmallow. This was 79p from the shop over there.
Yeah. Retail.
And you wanted to include this. You were texting me on the train on the way up, going, can we get Rice Krispies Square?
Yeah.
Kellogg Square. I've heard Kellogg's are not a very nice company, though.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have heard stories about that. Well, we're talking about their marshmallowy squares right now. Oh. You could have done it, Kellogg's. You were so close. No. Oh, that's not
you got to pretend you're cycling and then bite it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is not good. This is. I thought this was going to be the best, Will, but it
right,
clearly...
you try. You do the other side. All right, okay, there we go. That's how you do it.
Okay, so we'll discount your effort because you're clearly...
Obviously got issues. Just trying to eat the wrapper instead, wasn't it?
Doesn't smash, it's 7.
Okay, 7, yeah. That did look like it opened.
I feel like we resort to 7s too much.
Yeah.
Which are really good.
Well...
This is the problem with rating things. 7's an attractive number to choose.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It smells amazing even from here. Oh, it's sticky though.
It is sticky.
Look, that's how sticky it is.
I mean, it's very...
That was really nice.
Yeah.
Again, it dissolves in your mouth. Out of 9. It would only be better if it had chocolate on it.
There is a chocolate one as well, but that will affect the fat content and whatever else.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, if you bought it in a multi-pack...
Even cheaper.
It would be even cheaper. I believe it's £1 for like 4. So similar to all of them, they obviously have a range of ingredients to bind and join it together, but this is going to be just sugar and some form and rice. So it's very quick, very fast digesting. It's low in fat with only 3 grams. There is less than 1 gram of fiber, and it has 20 grams of carbs. I think 21 grams of carbs. So you can get at least 2 of those for the price of one of the other bars. Science-wise, it's performing the same as the others. Obviously, it's not, it's a 5 or a 6.
Not vegan, I'm guessing. No milk. Barley. No. It just says marshmallow flavour coating.
Ooh.
We are now going to move on to the second section of today's video, which is recovery bars.
I'm full already.
These bars are designed to eat after your ride to aid your recovery. First up is the Torq Protein Flapjack Cocoa Oat. 9 grams of protein, source of fibre.
Plant-based protein.
I've got to admit, Will, I feel like we've eaten a lot of bars already. I'm not looking forward to this.
We don't have to smash these though, do we? Smash test.
Let's just open them as if we were recovering from a ride at the end of the day. You ready?
Wait, how much protein? It's rubbish. Oh, it's very chocolatey.
Oh, that has suddenly become a lot more appealing to me because it has a layer of chocolate.
Oh, that's right. Tastes like an oat bar with chocolate on top.
Yeah. I can't taste the chocolate. It's bad chocolate.
Hershey's maybe?
I think they're all going to get 10 for opening.
They must all get 10 because you're just opening them sat at home or something, aren't you?
Yeah, that's a 10 for opening. Taste?
4 for me.
I was going to say 5. Let's do 4.5. I'd like you to explain in the science section who these bars are for. What would you have one after a ride? Is that the idea?
No, I mean, if you have gone out with friends and you know when you drive your car out and then you park up and take the car out and then
where are you going with this?
Let me start that again.
I don't drive.
I don't know why I found that so funny.
It's because we've eaten.
I know.
We've eaten 10 energy gels and 10 bars.
I mean, I don't know why you'd be having one of these bars after a ride, if I'm honest. Because if you've got home, there's so many other options you can choose that are better to have than these bars, and also more cost effective. I think you're mainly.
Speaking of which, this is £1.85 for that bar. From the shop over there.
Paying £1.80 for sadness, let's be honest. I mean, realistically, the bar is going to be useful if you're on the go, you're needing to help you with your total protein intake for the day, or maybe you've driven to a race and you need a source of protein before you get home to eat, so you're traveling, something like this. Maybe you've picked it up from a petrol station.
But it's only 9 grams.
It does not have enough.
That feels like it's not very much.
It's not enough.
No.
And I think the most important thing with these bars is you need a certain amount of protein or a certain amount of leucine, which is an amino acid, which stimulates the process of muscle protein synthesis. And it's that process that starts the muscle recovery. So if you don't have enough leucine or enough total protein, it won't stimulate that process and it won't start that recovery.
Where do you buy the leucine bars?
Yeah, none of them specify leucine, so you just need an adequate total amount of protein, which the research shows is around 20 grams. There is a dose amount as well, which is 0.3 grams per kilogram body weight. So if you are a smaller individual, a lighter individual, maybe 15 grams will be fine. But 9 grams is rubbish, this is rubbish, and I'm done with that bar. What was I rated for science?
Rate it, quick.
Three.
Next up, we have the myprotein.com layered treat without the cheat, triple chocolate fudge, 20 grams of protein. The picture on this bar looks delicious.
Does it?
Delicious.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think that was what you were going to say.
10 out of 10 for
Wow,
opening.
look at that ease of opening.
It looks like a real nice chocolate bar.
It's nothing to do with the bar, but like, I don't really like the slogan "treat without the cheat." Like that's.
I don't think anything should be cheats.
100%.
Everything is fine as long as you don't eat 50 of them.
There we go. Exactly. Like, what do you mean? Why are we cheating anything?
It's just like a chocolate bar. If chocolate bars weren't nice, it's over a 6. It's 6.5.
I'd give it a 5 for them. So make it a 6. This one does have 20 grams of protein.
A wafer thin mint.
Or it will have adequate amount of the amino acids because the main derivative of protein from this is hydrolyzed whey protein. It will stimulate that recovery process. It looks like a poo. That is what.
What are the white bits? The picture on this bar looks delicious.
Does it?
Delicious.
Really? Nutritionally, it's got 20 grams of carbohydrate, 20 grams of protein, and 3 grams of fiber. It's not enough carbohydrate to support muscle glycogen resynthesis or the reformation of carbohydrate in the muscle. Is enough protein to support muscle recovery. So I'd give it a 6.
I'm starting to struggle.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you're eager for this next one. It looks equally delicious.
Next up, we have another Myprotein Oat Bake. 19 grams of protein.
Oh, wow.
Again, easy to... It looks better than I thought.
Really?
It's got like chocolate on the bottom.
Okay.
Unless it's cheese.
I think I'm taking bigger bites than you.
Yeah, okay.
No added sugar, white chocolate flavor coating.
Yeah, there you go. I knew it. They were tricking me with the fake chocolate. Well, white chocolate's not really chocolate anyway.
That's awful, isn't it?
3.
Yeah, it does not taste good, guys.
But you could eat it if you were going to die.
It's similar to the one before. It's got 19 grams of protein. There's a little bit more carbohydrate in it, but a bit more fat. It'd be a 5. It's not a great choice, to be honest.
Next up, we have the Optimum Nutrition Chocolate Sweet Coconut. 18 grams of protein.
Open it, see.
Oh, that's an 11.
Yeah, it's like
Whoa.
crank it up to 11, mate. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, you take that.
Yeah.
My appetite's suddenly come back. Is it going to be like a bounty?
No, it's like yeah. I had this one before. It's good.
Oh, let's go.
If you like a bounty, guys, this bar, very good.
I like how a bounty is the bottom tier out of all the celebrations.
Is it?
I reckon so.
No.
It's always the ones that get left till last, isn't it? Whereas as a protein bar, it's like, oh, this is a bounty. This is amazing. I'm giving that a 9.
I would agree. I think that tastes a 9. I would have a little bit more, even though I am full. Same thing here, guys, with the science. A lot of these are very similar, especially when it comes to the protein amounts. And I said, if they have sufficient protein, they're already delivering the need that you... Oh, thank you. The need that you want from this item. So that is stimulating that recovery process. But it does have a high fat content. It is 9 grams. That's because it has coconut in it as well as it is completely coated in chocolate. It does have a slightly lower protein amount than the other bars previous to it at 18 grams. But it's going to do the job that you need it to do. So I would probably give it a 6 again here because the fat content is a bit higher.
That was $2.99. That's expensive.
That's an expensive bounty.
You get what you pay for though with the taste.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Expensive, the world's most expensive bounty.
Yeah.
Why have we reassembled the bar as if no one's going to have noticed the... Next up, we have the Torq Power with Lotus Biscoff. High in fiber, 15 grams of plant protein.
It's just not enough protein again though. This is like the first one. The first one had 9 grams of protein. Now it's 15 grams.
No. Very nice opening.
Okay.
10. It's funny that.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Does it taste of Biscoff?
No.
Which are biscuits that I don't like anyway.
No. It's not very good, guys. That is a 3. 2.
It starts off well. Then you get the taste of Biscoff, which is a horrible biscuit.
I like it when it's a spread though in the jar.
No, not for me.
This bar is dry and I wonder what people think when they make them and then they go, oh yeah, that's going to be so tasty when it's not. It's bad. It's not great science. I give it a 3 because it doesn't have adequate amounts of protein. It has a soya protein isolate as its main source. I doubt it's got sufficient amino acids.
4 for taste, 3 for science. Last in today's episode, thank goodness, is the Styrkr Bar Plus Raspberry White Chocolate Protein Rice Bar. Advanced Recovery Bar. So this is different to the other Styrkr Bar.
Yeah. I'll open this one for you, don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I've got you.
I was running out of energy.
Oh dear.
Because we've only been eating the recovery bars for a while.
Yeah? Oh, there we go.
We should have alternated. Why does it have a film on the back?
I don't know. Oh, it's like the sticky.
Oh no, it's like sticky. Okay.
There you go, you kind of have a whole half.
Oh, thanks.
It's quite tasty.
As it should be for £3.
Taste is good, actually.
Taste is high.
Yeah,
That's an 8.
I was about to say an 8 as well. So we agree on that. It's 15 grams of protein again. And this is where I think some of it's maybe not fully explained on certain sites for these various bars. In that when I mentioned to you that it needs an adequate amount of protein to stimulate muscle protein synthesis or to stimulate that recovery process, 15 grams may work if it has sufficient amino acids, but it doesn't tell you if it does. You're kind of assuming that 15 grams is enough. And I know there's certain research about 3-to-1 ratio of carbohydrate to protein, but it doesn't really matter if you don't have enough protein in total to stimulate that response. And it's definitely not enough for me, and I'm a 100 plus kilo rider. I don't think that's enough protein from the research that I know to really adequately deliver a recovery process. It does have carbohydrate in it, and in terms of muscle glycogen replenishment and carbohydrate going back into the muscle, it will actually support that because it's got 45 grams of very simple carbohydrates. Protein has been shown to enhance that replenishment of carbohydrate. So if we look at it from purely a muscle glycogen perspective, it's actually pretty good.
So if you finished your big long 5-6 hour ride, you'd probably have to eat 2 of these.
Probably.
If you want to check out Will's website, it will be in the description. He coaches athletes at all levels. He helps with nutrition, training plans, coaching, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And if you want to get absolutely swole.
Swole, yeah, I mean, you could want to get swole, but also endurance athletes, helping people from doing their first ride London, their first century on the bike, going to professional Ironman, Tour de France, and obviously the Olympics. So if you do need help, check out the link below, have a little look on the website, and have a reach out to myself. I also have a cookbook coming out, which has some great information about how to fuel your rides and fueling cycling, as well as some incredible recipes, of course, to support that. I have given actually quite a hard rating for a lot of these products, with some of them being 8s and 7s, but a lot of them actually sitting around that kind of 4 and 5 mark. Like if you're just riding and you're not training for an event and you're not training to race and do the highest level of performance, then honestly, normal commercial supermarket products, whether it's Saurine, whether it's Ready Roll Icing, Nutri-Grain, Haribo, any of these things are going to support your performance and they don't break the bank. And I really just want to emphasize that to you guys because so much of this stuff is actually absurdly expensive. And I can't really say and justify that the science in some of these products is good enough for you to spend your hard-earned money on it. But if you are training for a race and you do want to perform your best, then pick some of the products here that we've given the best ratings to. If you're unsure and you want some others, you can reach out to me on Instagram or in the comments or on my website specifically, and I'll get back to you.